This is a video about slip and slide factoring. When do we use the slip and slide method? Well, first, when there is a number other than 1 in front of our x squared. 2x squared might be a possibility. And when there is no greatest common factor that can be taken out. You might want to review the greatest common factor video so that you know what to do if you have a greatest common factor. But if I look at this example, 4x squared plus 24x plus 11, I have a number in front of x squared, and 4 cannot be taken out of everything, nor is there another number that can come out of 4, 24, and 11. So this is a candidate for slip and slide. There are 5 steps for slipping and sliding. You slip, you factor, you slide, you reduce, and you move. Students have been very good at slipping and factoring. What they forget is to slide. So you might think about the fact that there are 5 steps, and you can tick them off on your fingers to make sure that you've got them all done before you move on a quiz or a test. Let's look at this first example. 4x squared plus 24x plus 11 fits my criteria of a number in front of x squared and no greatest common factor. So step number 1 says to slip. What that means is I take this number and I slip it over here and I multiply. I'm writing the number there, and I'm writing x squared plus 24x plus 44. That's the result of 4 times 11. So I've slipped. Step number 2 is to factor. You can go back and review the trinomial factoring video if you need more help with factoring, but basically I look for my product of 44, my sum of 24. I'm asking myself what factors of 44 would give me 24. 2 times 22 would give me 44, and 2 plus 22 would give me 24. So it looks like my good factors would be x plus 2, x plus 22. So I've factored. I'm not done. It looks like I'm finished because I have 2 things that look like factors. But if I borrow the 4, I have to give it back in order to be fair. So this is where I slide. I take that 4 and I slide it back underneath my 2 numbers. So now I have done my slide. When I do my slide, I create fractions, and I have to reduce those fractions before I can move on. So 2/4 would be 1/2. If I need to, I can put that in my calculator and let the calculator reduce it for me. And 22 over 4 would be 11 over 2. When I reach this point, I'm almost there. I don't want to leave these in fraction form. So the next thing I need to do is look at the number that's in the denominator and move it. So I'm moving it back in front of my x. So my final answer would be 2x plus 1, there's just a 1 sitting there, and 2x plus 11. At any time, I can go back and do my box method or my FOIL method to check to see if I get what I started with. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. That would give me 22x. This would give me 2 more x's. And when I add that together, that will be my 24x. And then 1 times 11 is 11. So 4x squared plus 24x plus 11 is what I started with. The last example is 5x squared plus 9x plus 4. Step number 1 is to slip. You might want to pause the video and try it yourself and see if you can get all the way through before I work it out. In any case, I slip the 5. Notice I'm circling it, I'm showing myself what I'm doing, I'm writing it down. What's left would be x squared plus 9x. The only thing that changes is the 4 times 5 becomes 20. Now I need to factor. So I look for my product, that would be 20. My sum would be 9. Well, 5 times 4 would give me 20, and 5 plus 4 would give me 9. So my factors would be x plus 5 and x plus 4. So I have my factors. Now I need to remember to slide. Put my 5 up there, and now I need to bring it back and slide it under. I don't want the fractions, so I need to reduce. In this case, when I reduce, 5 divided by 5 is just 1, and this 4/5 can't be reduced. So my last step is to move. You'll notice that this has nothing to move. There's no denominator. So it's just fine, x plus 1. But this one has a denominator that we will slip in front, and that factor will become 5x plus 4. And then I could check it. I know x times 5x is going to give me 5x squared. I know 1 times 4 is going to give me 4. So the big thing to worry about is 4x plus 5x. Does it give me 9x? It does. So I'm pretty sure I did that correctly.